A,
Oh,
B,
are you
C, D,
recording?
E, F, G.
Yes. You ain't no friend to me. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Eric, get in the roll 20.
Yeah, I should do that.
Wow, you just like, hey, let's go to make your record, and he wasn't even here.
Welcome here, Eric. Welcome to here. So, we're flying through, the camera is flying through the clouds once again to focus in on the grand country of Hemlock. It has been a year since the Grant exploits into the Mud Ocean, to the Water Temple, to clear it of mud and turn it into the Thistlewick Ocean. And in such time, many things have happened. Many discoveries made, many agendas advanced. Let's hear some stories about what happened to our grand heroes. Let's start with Thistlewick.
Well,
the,
I heard
the
you going to
namesake
say
of the
Damien.
ocean. No, I realize Thistlewick's the best one to start with. Let's start with Thistlewick.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean?
So, Thistlewick, with Manaka partner in tow, set off to start the Mirage School, the Mirage Academy. It's located near Bile Rock, underneath the waters, constructed using building techniques that Thistlewick tried to put a team together to, to put into action. It's magically suspended. It's got like air bubble structures underneath the waves. The Mirage School was founded basically to counter the Mandala School of Blades. And in the year that it was being constructed, he left kind of Manaka partner to do that. He went around. He did ask Murray and Damien to come and teach. Whether or not they did, that's up to them. Knowing Murray, she probably didn't want to be stuck in underwater school teaching when there's a lot of adventure to be had, and Bella, of course, just becoming an adventurer with them. But in that time, he went around basically, socializing, meeting people. He traveled all over Hemlock, all over the Confederacy, trying to put a team of instructors and friends of the school together, trying to get a potential first year of students to attend the place. He wants to teach, of course, a fighting style somewhat similar to Mandala's, but with a bit of his own twist, and of course with the Mirage technique that he found in the book by Fabian Figer. And alongside that, teach other things such as, military matters, medicine, politics. He wants to basically be a lot wider than them, put together a much bigger repertoire of knowledge beneath the waves. So how far he got, that's up to Neo, but that's what he tried to do in that time. He did also try, with what connections he had, to warn Tarrant, to warn Murphy, to warn Parker about the Mandala School's machinations within the city, and trying to drag them into a conflict with the rest of Hemlock. Try and put a stop to that pretty quick.
We'll say you got a starting class of 40 students and managed to collect, including yourself, Nakapatna, and Johan. Let's say you got 6 teachers.
Alright.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, so, moving on. What happened to our dear assassin, Damien? What has he been up to in the past year?
Mine's very simple. As soon as he had all that money, he basically went, right, where can I get a cottage, a house, like somewhere in the field, just outside of a city, but still close by. He found himself a little humble abode. And he basically he retired the moment he could. He got himself a vault and a little downstairs basement, put that in, and had all his money there. And he just basically sits around like an old man. But he did actually offer to take up doing some substitute teaching for Thistlewick on the side every now and again. So I think he would actually do that. I think he probably is staying quite close by to where his school is, but he probably has to walk a little bit to get to him.
So where is this cottage of yours? Is it in the Tidal Desert, or maybe in the Bronze Plains, or right around here?
I think it's the Bronze Plains.
Area. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think he wants to be too warm.
Maybe even the Emerald Forest. Who knows? Well, in any case, that brings us to the two people we'll be still looking in on. Murray, what happened to Murray over the past year?
All right, so Murray did spend, quite a bit of time helping Thistlewick, like, actually set up the school. She can go underwater, so, like, scouting location, obviously, and just with the actual assembly and setting it up, she did a lot of help with. And, she quite likes Bile-Deep, and so she decided to sort of stay in the area. Though Murray declined to teach at the school, she's still living nearby. She invested a decent chunk of her money into having a nice lakeside villa built, about here, right on the coast of Bile-Deep, not too far from the road to Yuma, which, as she makes a commute to Yuma, the other major investment she made is buying a restaurant in Yuma, which she runs. Doesn't necessarily cook on a daily basis. She has hired chefs, but, she controls the menu and whatnot, and, like, occasionally comes in to cook herself when she chooses to do so. And namely that, she has offered to also manage the catering for the cafeteria for Thistlewick School, it being a boarding school and all. Again, not doing it herself, but, having people trained in her restaurant sent down.
Thistlewick gladly accepts that one.
Provide food. But it has a very nice house residence on the side of the lake there. Sort of, open, lots of palm trees, that sort of thing. Now, Bella. The main... Bella wants to be an adventurer, and Murray has decided to help train her. Actually, for a decent chunk of this time, when the academy was being built, I'm going to say, along with Thistlewick, that Bella was actually, training with Thistlewick somewhat. Thistlewick needs... teaching's new to Thistlewick. He needs practice. And if he can teach, like, a 4-inch fairy how to sword fight, that's, good experience.
That was his biggest challenge.
For teaching a more diverse, populace how to sword fight. Yes. Bella's not an actual student. She wants actual adventuring experience. But, while Murray was there setting up the base, Bella, and Thistlewick couldn't really teach yet. Bella was working with him, which is why she has upgraded damage dice now.
Ooh.
Damn, that's narrative.
It is. So, but now more recently, now that the school is up, Bella is has been going on some quests. Murray essentially as her chaperone. Like Murray's been, Bella's been like living with Murray at the time, and Murray's been sort of like sponsoring her essentially to adventure, giving her coaching advice. Right now, I'm going to say Bella is looking to start an adventuring party. Like Murray's letting her use the restaurant, has put up like flyers for like, please join my adventuring party, and waiting for responses.
Ooh.
And she got none. End of game session.
All right, that's good to know. Well, Eric, one other thing did happen to Murray, I'll say.
Oh, no.
A few days ago, one of her Confederate contacts came to her villa and asked to see her map. And, since, you've been such a valued part for the Confederacy's work. He updated your map with all the latest data from the Confederacy's cartographers and Hemlock's self-styled westward frontiersman,
Nice.
revealing
Or are we actually getting like the left part of the map?
all of this.
Wow. Ooh, Moors. Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Man,
It's northern England.
it's not that much of a
The-
wasteland.
Jesus. Northern England, so you're saying Scotland?
No,
No,
Northern
no.
England.
Oh, so yeah, sorry, no, yeah, sorry. That was my, yeah.
Yeah, here we are. For clarity's sake, no man's land here is a tundra. World's Edge here is a taiga. The Brazen Thrust is a gotta actually check my notes here. I forgot. It's a westward-facing expanse of unknown aspects. Map makers have only just started exploring it, and yeah, all the other biomes are listed in the name.
Is the Python Gulf just like a swimming pool of snakes?
I don't know, man. Well, it's the running water got greatly expanded when the mud got cleared, and though the Python Gulf is a relatively new biome, as is the Runner's Gulch,
Mm.
which is what's left of the dry land that was there previously. So yeah, we've got new locales to visit, if any of them grab your fancy.
Yay!
Nice.
And with that,
I read that as the
will.
runner's glitch. The runner's
Yeah.
glitch.
Runner's Gulch. And with that, we will focus in on where this new story starts, and that is in the town. That is in the town square of the city of Yuma. All of your characters that you're playing are around this town square, so let's go around. Let's go around the party and let's ask how Yuma right over here in the Tidal Desert. Let's go around and let's ask where. So I'm going to ask you how your character got here, how long they've been here, and what they're doing here. So let's start with Bella.
All right. Well, essentially, like a little like card table has been set up with a stack of like contracts, rocking them to stop them blowing away. Like a little sign for dredging party startup, and there's like a tiny little like essentially an upturned cup for like a little desk for Bella to be like sitting behind on top of the table, like arms, hands together, like sort of waiting for people to show up. So far, no one has. 0 people have responded.
And what's Evanya doing here?
Evanya has been in the country for, I'd say, probably a week, maybe less than that now. She recently left her homeland of Hibernia by impressing a Confederate agent who was scouting for a mage from the capital. It was a bit of a show that she put on to kind of win his respect, and thus she got brought to be a Confederate agent. Nothing has officially been signed over yet, but she's a bit lost in the town square, and it's then that she spies Bella's little table.
Ooh.
So she's
And how-
just kind of looking for work, essentially.
And how's about Nedwin?
Neddy has been going around doing very odd jobs trying to find a place for himself still, considering his condition. He's basically had to go around with his face hidden under his cloak and very rarely removing it for some folks. He finds himself here, and we're in a pub, right?
No, you're in the town square in general.
We're in the pub called the Town Square.
That must get very confusing when people are trying to point out the town square.
Ironically, it's on the outskirts of town.
Maybe it is actually no. Okay, sorry. he moseys away from the tavern and finds himself in the town square. And he notices this table, and he is a little shy to wander over, but Ned isn't gonna back down now, and wants to show people that they don't have to fear him.
Well, before you do that, there is all of you hear a commotion coming from in the direction of the town gates. There's a lot of screaming, a lot of shouting, and into the town square, a guardsman runs out, yelling for everyone to get inside.
Oh no!
It occurs to me before we advance this plot thread, there was something we forgot to bring up. Forgot to address.
What?
With where we are? Where's Horace?
Horace, yeah.
Horace is not in the party.
Right,
Yeah.
I know, but like,
We're
like where we
He's,
talked about what
he
where-
lives on a hog farm out to stud in Seneca.
He's in the cosmos.
Is he honored?
He's actually ruling over Moat Murdered right now.
Because I was thinking, is he honored as a hero now?
I don't know. He probably has a pretty nice place in Seneca.
he has his own estate.
Yeah.
He got an equal cut, so...
Alright. So yeah, he yells for all of you to get inside. And says, "Don't waste any time. An acidic slime has broken through the town gates."
Obviously, we can take this.
Yeah,
town-
Evanya instead, like, thinking, well, it's going to be in my job, just goes off to, like, basically not get engaged with it, but go spy it. So she goes long ways around.
Ned worries about like people being harmed by this thing and starts darting over where it might be.
Bella sort of looks over her shoulder to Murray, who's like leaning against the wall behind her, arms crossed. It's probably not coming to join the party, right?
So yeah, as you go to check up on it, see what's the haps. You follow the commotion. You follow to where there's definitely been a rumbling sound, and a ways through the town gates, a ways beyond the town gates, there, standing as tall as some of the buildings there, is the biggest acidic slime you've ever seen. About 30 feet tall and 10 feet wide.
Ned is looking around to see if there's anybody in peril. Probably not.
There are a few town soldiers that are stuck inside the thing.
Oh.
As about 5 of them are currently like standing around it, poking at it with their spears, as townspeople are running like hell away from it.
Am I there as well? Do I, like, see this happening?
Yeah, you see this.
I want to try and, like, dislodge some of the people who are stuck. Like, how deep in are they?
Their heads are breathing out, or are sticking out.
Yeah, I want to try and, like, I want to try and shoot them free, essentially.
Right.
Give them a few blasts of energy.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead.
Would that be like a skill shot? Because I'm not sure I'm like good damage.
We'll
I'm like trying to achieve.
You can do it with disarm. We'll say that'll apply.
Sure. All right. I'm gonna disarm the guards from it. So let's go for it. 9. Okay.
There we go. First roll of the party.
On a 7 to 9, the shot hits, but choose one. I am going to say that you have to take several shots placing someone or something near... Oh, that's not me, that's someone or something else. No, I'm still going to do that. Sorry. I wanted it to be me, if it makes any difference. But yeah, I approach, like, letting loose as many shots as I can to try and, like, blow a hole open so they can get free. with
Yeah, definitely. A few people are blown out of the slime. Others scramble out of the hole. One of them does unfortunately land on top of one of the other guards, who is very quickly, like stepped, as much as the slime can step over, is very quickly, it moves over that person, those two people, as they cannot back up in time.
Ooh, like Evan, you just kind of tugged at her collar, like, oh, oof.
How many are currently in it? Is it just
There's
that one, or
well, there's those two people that just got stepped over and are currently inside of it completely, and then there's about let's say 3 other people who are just like sticking out of it in pain.
Could
All
I?
right. Oh no, go ahead by all means.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, are they really high up into this creature, or are
They're
some
not-
of them like lower?
Uh,
Like,
2 of them are lower. One of them's really high up.
I said, Damien, I'm gonna have to get used to this. Could Ned start trying to just desperately pull one of them out of it?
Yeah. You could probably reach one if you prop yourself up on something. Definitely.
Any
Actually-
boxes?
Yeah, definitely. There are some crates around.
All right.
So if you want to get up and move
Yeah.
someone away, we'll just make that strength. Just roll strength.
Yeah. It's my second highest stat.
Ooh.
Damn it!
Nope.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you try to pull them out, and in response, of some tendrils pop out of the slime, and smack you right in the face, just like a fist of slime, essentially, basically. So
That'll explain the crack that I got in the
Yeah.
avatar.
take 4 damage
2, 3, 4.
as you're knocked back over through the crates.
Oh! He tries to hide his voice to not give anything away. Pulls his hood up immediately. I'm gonna go get
Oh,
my-
you have some stuff you could do though with like this, with your them bones stuff.
I do.
Evan shouts over, "Are you okay?" In a
Hold on.
in a
Sorry, I
near
need to-
impenetrable Hibernian accent. I will not attempt. I'm not going to attempt the Northern Irish accent. I considered it so heavily.
Do a Northern
today.
Irish accent and a woman's voice.
I'm doing neither.
How am I supposed to get invested?
You're meant to
Alright.
put a filter over my voice in your own head.
Oh shit!
Sorry about
Imagination.
All right.
that. Sorry, go again.
Well, so Bella is, like charging up, glowing bright, ready to go in, and Murray sort of leans in. Yeah, see, this is going to be a good time to show your stuff. I'll try and pull some people out. You do your thing. I think first.
That's
There's all right. So Bella is going to roll Wisp. That's a 7. That's okay. That's all I need. Oh well, I get it. So essentially you confuse someone, and well, I guess it's actually not quite. I don't know if you'll let me do this. I was gonna say you confuse someone and lead them into danger. I wanted to like distract the slime so that Murray could get close enough to pull people out to start rolling.
Yeah, I'll
strength.
let that happen.
Okay. Yeah,
Sure.
and then Murray is gonna try and roll strength to just reach and yank someone out.
Do it.
Yeah.
You'll yank the lowest person out.
Yeet.
As the slime extends, a tendril to swat at Bella.
All right, Bella is going to strafe, dodge that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! Damn it.
Wow.
Well,
Oh. All right. So, let's see.
Feels like we have a boss fight already.
I like it.
I'm playing boss fight music right now.
I see. I'm playing the Godzilla theme.
Not the blob theme.
All right, so let's see. What shall happen? All right, so you can dodge out of the way, but it will break some of the infrastructure of one of the nearby buildings.
Oh, absolutely. This will make it cooler.
Yeah.
It raises the stakes. Murray has taught Bella about this. Like, this means this way when we defeat it, like, it will seem more impressive.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, absolutely. You dodge out of the way, and its tendril lands on a window pane, and as it pulls back, it takes not only the window pane, but a lot of the walls surrounding the window pane with it.
Nice.
The guy who's really high up.
What about him?
I'm gonna try and free him. I've got a plan. It's not a great plan, but it might be his best shot of survival. It's gonna take 2 shots. I'm gonna do disarm again. Then if he falls out as he starts falling, I'm gonna hit him with float to try and break his fall a little bit.
You took float?
Yeah, I changed before the game. I changed out the one I had before for float.
Feet of clay.
Feet of clay. Yeah, I changed it out for float.
Nice.
Before the game.
That's something. Float is something that
Yeah, he
Boy.
had. Yeah, Bird Boy, Alta. But I was like, float's kind of more cool. But yeah, shall I try for it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So
Absolutely.
first, I fire up with a disarm.
All right. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. He is flung. Since you rolled a 10 on that, he is flung out of the. Slime and lands on a nearby roof.
Oh, cool. Don't even need to hit him with the second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing that others are helping people out of the lower part of it. Evan, basically runs through a nearby alleyway, tries to basically go ahead of the monster a little bit, cut it off if it's moving.
Gotcha.
She's getting ready to fight it properly now.
Ooh. 2 of the guards stick their spears in it again before backing up as well. All right. Who wants to make their next move?
Dave, Ned would. See, I'm going to do that too. Ned can go ahead.
I think it's I know I have my my abilities and my bones. I just don't know what I start out with, because I know that when I was making my character, I didn't pick a bag of bones, 2 uses, 2 weight, and all that. I picked adventure gear and 10 coins, but I don't know what I start out with at the beginning.
Whatever your constitution is how many what your bones are.
Yeah, your constitution or your con?
Constitution.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
you
start out. Yeah.
bones
You
to
start out
spend.
with your max bones. Yeah. You have 16 bones.
Oh, okay. I'll just put that as bonus 16.
Well, this creature isn't even skeletal, so you can't regain bones.
Hey, if it digests a couple of people, then it'll have bones within it.
So what are you gonna do then, Nedbin?
Might still be unsafe for me to. But I was thinking of I wanted to do them bones. I wanted to spend a couple to reduce the damage that I might take. If that's right, or if I'm not doing it properly. Or...
I don't see that on them bones. It's not there.
Yeah. Reduce damage that you take by 1 for each
there it is. Okay, all right, there you go. Well, that doesn't proc until you take damage.
No, yeah, that's when you take damage.
Yeah, it's when you take damage.
Oh, okay.
Goth, that would not work for us to look at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's specifically for you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. But...
Yeah. It's okay, I'm on the Dropbox, I have it.
Okay. Shit, what can I do? Are there any more people still stuck in this thing? Or any more people?
Yeah, there's 2 people.
How high are they?
They're pretty high.
Oh, you know what? We can do a conjoined action. Murray can, like says, "Hey, stranger," and is gonna, like, then without asking, hoist up Nedwin, on her shoulders to like grab the other two,
She realizes he's
or grab
incredibly
one of the
light.
other two. Yeah, she's a bit surprised by that. She probably hoists you up with a bit more vigor than was needed.
Mm. Trying to hide his real voice. Yes. What? Well, hello, little lady. What is
So
it you want to do?
grab them and pull. I'll pull too.
Right. Yes. Come here, Godsmith. Come here, Godsmith. I'll help you.
All right, yeah, one of the guardsmen reaches out his hands. He's high up.
Oh, I was gonna roll 8 or interfere, but it did.
Oh,
Yeah, no
It
such
didn't even
luck.
matter.
No such luck. In fact, as you're holding on, the guardsman accidentally rips off your arm,
Oof.
and he like screams, "Oh my God! What the hell?"
it's a flesh wound.
He throws the arm back at you, screaming, "I'm really sorry."
I'll explain later.
Awfully polite for a guy in slime.
Yeah. So the slime is now rounding the corner, getting closer to the town square. Ivania, it's inside of you.
I'm gonna try and kite off from getting to the town square then. I don't know if it matters at this point, 'cause it's probably been evac, but yeah, I'm gonna try and actually hit it for some damage now.
All right.
So, yeah, skill shot. Okay, let's do the fun thing. One of my runes affects me, but I'm just gonna do some straight up damage to this thing first. So I do 2 damage, and one of my 2 runes backfires.
Ooh. Yeah. You start floating in midair.
Not again.
And yeah, it's continuing on. Bella, you want to do anything?
Yeah, Bella's gonna attack. So this thing has quite a few like tendrils waving about. Bella's gonna fly in and try and slice through tentacle or so.
Gotcha. Okay. Deal 4 damage, and you get smacked in the face.
She slices off a tentacle and then it just drops directly on top of her.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah, you slice through a tentacle and it just drops on you, and you take 5 damage, and it stings like the fires of hell.
Nice.
There you go.
If this party dies because of this,
We'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
all right then. Can I do something or?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think maybe just it's time to just get physical. So, Damien, gotta get used to that. Ned is going to take his shovel and just start taking a whack at it. It's all lower self. Does it have legs or not?
No, it's just an amorphous blob. But you can whack at it in any case.
Yes.
Alright, hack and slash.
Hack and or slash.
That's the wrong thing.
Oh, is it?
Hack and slash is strength. You're used to Damien,
Oh, right.
who has a precise weapon.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there you go. Okay, so yeah, deal your damage. Do you want to deal extra damage and take damage, or just deal your damage?
I don't think I want to take extra damage now.
Alright, then just roll your damage.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, you just whack at this thing. You basically just like whack out a splash of acid from beneath it, and it continues on.
I'll save you. I'll save you.
All right. It starts reaching out tendrils to grab the guards in front of it and drags them inside of it as it continues forward towards the square.
One of the guards is about to be, grabbed, can Bella try and attack that tentacle?
Sure.
Hmm.
All right.
Slightly more damage.
Boom. Yeah. Yeah, you just slice through this tentacle. The guard is freed immediately, but you don't make a very clean cut, and a lot of the acid just splashes right up into your face for 7 damage.
Oh wow, that's a lot more.
Yeah.
So while floating, I'm going to try and make another shot at it.
Got it.
Okay. You are disrupted by magical feedback. Take -1 forward on your next magical action, and I'm going to deal damage.
Got it.
So I'm
Deal your
taking -1
damage.
forward. But yeah,
Ho ho ho!
I let
There
loose
you go.
several shots while just kind of like floating
There
in
you
the air.
go. So yeah, as you're like continually floating upwards and upwards and upwards, you carefully aim your wand. You blast it in just the right areas, and your magical like blast energy just like courses through it as it stops in its tracks and just collapses.
Like a souffle just
Leaving-
going.
Yeah, just leaving like a puddle of green slime and several pained individuals.
As it's just like kind of deflating, I just kind of like look around, I'm like, "Oh, this is really gonna hurt
Yeah,
when this turns
and
off.
you promptly also fall flat on your face.
Hit the ground
There you
with a
go.
thump.
And at that, more guardsmen, run out from the town square to see that the slime has been killed. And it's like, oh, well, it's good to know we didn't need more reinforcements. And the captain of the guard motions for the other guards to help up the wounded.
Yeah, Murray, like, sort of, she has a tougher constitution than most, is sort of, going in to get the people who are sort of, like, mid-slime puddle out.
Ned is helping.
Yeah.
people up.
So does Evan. If she runs over, needs to make a good impression.
Ned
Absolutely.
notices Bella and is remembering his arm came off and kind of feels like he has to explain something.
You mean Murray?
Oh, Murray? I thought it was
Murray
Bella.
was the one who, like, tried to help you. Bella was busy, like, fighting the thing.
Oh, sorry.
Bella's the fairy, Murray is the fish.
I know that. I just thought Bella was surprisingly strong, was helping you.
No.
If you just want that limb back, you gotta spend 2 bones.
Well, I thought I could just put it back on, but yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you still spend 2 bones to do that.
Yeah, sure. It's back on.
There you go.
So wait,
You
is
just
Murray
reattach your arm.
gonna be part of this party as well? Sorry. I
For a
don't-
little bit. Not
Okay.
terribly long. At least the way Eric
I
said
don't
it.
think it is 2 bones, because that's a missing limb. Like, because you do it.
No, he gave me back my arm. Yeah, that isn't it missing? Because
All right, we'll make it 1 bone then, since you have it.
fine, a compromise.
Okay.
Lots of slime everywhere.
Bella is, like, sort of posing over, flexing a bit, like, shining bright, posing over the puddle of slime.
Yeah.
Like Evan who just kind of like runs past, starts helping up a guard, seemingly unimpressed with the fairy, just says, "No one's looking. They're helping the injured." And just starts helping people up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No,
So the
I-
captain of the guard is kind of now off to the side, like yelling at the 2 town guards who are at the gate, demanding to know how the hell this thing got into the city.
Magic.
Is this going to be a conspiracy theory where Murray secretly snuck it in so that, like,
This was actually a Mirage school test. We were meant to have students fight this thing.
Yeah, Thistlewick students are all gonna show up ready to save the day, and then like, oh,
Thistlewick got like beaten up by one that was like less than half the size of this. He's like, oh, if my students can beat that, they're better than me.
oh yeah, it was the one you got beat up. One was beat up by was 10 feet tall.
Mm.
This was 30 feet
how
tall.
much we saw was 10 feet tall. Part of it
Yeah.
was underground.
Oh yeah, true.
So, Ned. Okay, so Murray. Alright. So Ned's gonna go to Murray and basically taps her on the shoulder, his arm back on now. It's like,
Oh, wow. That regrew quick.
I feel like I should explain something to you.
And Murray is like, yeah, I I'm no stranger to losing arms or going over them. That was quicker than what I've seen is customary.
I'm not what most people would consider conventional. Maybe you and your little fairy friend should come and see this in private.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
Them bones.
No. Just stop it. Just stop it. This is purely innocent. Ned is not like that.
Murray's like, yes, I don't know. I think she's gonna be a bit, I don't know, preoccupied at the moment.
Well, I only mentioned her because I figured
Yeah.
maybe Ned at some point would have seen Bella flying around Murray and Damien and I'm sorry, Snakehead.
Evanya.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's actually pronounced Oipanya.
Evanya. Just say Evanya.
Ivania.
Yeah.
Is that fine? Ivania.
Yes.
They haven't interacted yet, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I could just bring Murray to the side for a moment.
Okay.
So, brings her to the side, is secluded building, and decides to unzip himself now. He basically brings her to the side and sighs and pulls back his hood, and all she sees is a skull with a cracked eye hole. And it's like, so, this is me. My name is Nedwin. You can call me Ned.
Millipede crawls out of his eye hole.
So at this point, Evanya like walks around the corner, sees that, and just like looks back and forth, says, "Slime really got you bad, didn't it?"
And opens fire.
He's not dirty, no.
I'm gonna say, so Murray, I'm assuming this is what yous always look like, and this ain't, a result of something more dire. You're not in need of medical attention, I'm assuming.
I don't remember much of my old life, but I know that I was...
Oh, forgot something from the GM layer. There.
By the by, I wasn't joking. Evanya did walk around the corner and say that.
Oh.
Nice.
She's
Party's
just
gotta meet
watching.
somehow.
He's
Yeah.
shocked as he notices another person comes around he didn't want to show, but it's like, oh, well, it's gonna happen.
Oh, missed this too.
Okay. I don't know why I'm a walking skeleton, but here I am. And I just felt like I should tell you because my arm came off, and that's not something that always would happen to normal people.
It's at this point that Bella sort of, flying, sort of drifts around the corner like, "Hey, Murray, where are you? I was thinking maybe we should set up the stand directly over the corpse of the slime," and then sees, Ned, the stalking skeleton, another monster, and, readies her bone dagger and starts to fly in with great haste and aggression towards Ned.
Evanya like tries to grab her by, like, the scruff to stop her flying.
No, wait, stop, please. I'm not a monster. I want to prove that to people. People see me and think of me as just an abomination, but you've actually taken this quite kindly, Murray. Was that your name?
Yes. And, like, as this is happening, Bella sort of screeches to a halt midair, like, sticks out, her feet in front of her, like, that would help, just so it's like, and
I like to think she's a lot like Tinkerbell, a lot.
Yeah.
Being pouty and all that.
And then Bella sort of pauses for a moment. So are you here to try out for my adventuring party?
I was approaching your table, yes.
Awesome. Well, let's see what you can do. Come on, show your stuff.
Well, I do have some fancy tricks. Can I do a few things, but without spending bones? Neo, will you allow this? Or
Wow, you're asking for flavor?
yes.
Bone.
You have a pile of bones.
I know.
You can use that.
Uh,
I can honestly go ahead. Yeah, just
Well,
No, if you-
Bella
no, if you-
wouldn't use curse without spending.
I'll follow rules if you want me to. That's fine. I was just being cheeky and just.
no, yeah,
hoping you-
no, spend
yeah,
bones.
yeah.
Yeah, you should spend. You have 16 for God's sakes.
Well, 15 now.
Yeah.
I wanted to have him just like start juggling or just like doing finger tricks with his bony fingers. He pulls a glove off, and they all just start like dancing around and just start flickering about.
Yeah, no, let's just spend one bone.
Yeah, and so Bella just. I see. Can you hit people?
Yes, to defend those in need. But yes.
And well, like you're all spooky. Like I imagine you can, survive a lot of stuff that others couldn't.
I remember I was traveling alone.
Sort of at that like uninvited, like Bella like flies directly like into his eye socket, like starts poking around, like maybe like flies to his rib cage, seeing if like anything is like hurting him, anything like that. Just testing what he can do.
Hey, stop it! That tickles.
Okay, so you know what Nedwin juggling in response to that basically was? It was this.
Hold on, it's doing a fucking ad.
Oh, that's good. That's true.
Oh.
Who doesn't ad block everything?
Those are some good references. No, I do. I'm using Chrome for the game, and I have Chrome tabs open, and for some reason it still plays ads. So it's fine though. Yeah, those are some good references. Yeah, it just barely tickles Ned with Bella trying to fly around him. Please, can you stop?
And so, Bella, sort of flies out and is looking him over. And Mariah, so, are you satisfied? And Bella, looks him over a bit more. Think so. Yeah, sure? Yes, I am. Welcome to the party. What's your name?
Oh, I am Nedwin, but please call me Ned. And extends a hand. Finger to shake. Is it Bella or is it?
Yeah, no. Bella shakes a finger. Then Murray sort of like, and Bella's like, "Oh yeah," and flies off around the corner out of the alley. Then 7-10 seconds later, like flies back with a sheet of paper and sort of like ink quill pen thing, and just all right. So you're gonna want to sign here. And here, initial here, and sign in blood here.
I think you may have to take a rain check on that last one.
And
Like,
Bella's like,
Evanya
oh
walks
yeah,
up.
Bella hadn't thought of that.
Evanya walks over and just like pulls the knife and says, I can donate for that," and just like little nick on the finger.
No, please, don't do that, please.
Too late.
That's. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, Bella seeing this says, like before. I'm assuming this happens before Bella like really processes it. Oh, did you just sign that in blood? Well, you haven't auditioned yet, but technically, legally, you're forced to be part of the party now, and under penalty of death. So,
I'm gonna roll spout law to see how well Evanya already knows the contract laws of this place.
then I'm gonna say these were like magical. Like we got these from a special like alchemist. Like these are magical in nature. If you sign this in blood, like legally you will die if you betray the contract. I like at your.
It doesn't matter
look at that.
anyway, because Evanya doesn't know enough to deny you. And then she just kind of says, "Well, I was gonna ask anyway. And besides, I kind of killed that thing."
Damien. Oh God, I really need to get used to this. Ned. There we go. Sorry. Ned, after signing everything and even though he's got a skull, it almost feels that you can see him scrunching his face, as, sorry, how do you pronounce your character's name again, Snake?
Oi, Panya.
Ivania.
Ivania, signing it in blood. He turns around to her and heartily says, "I'm Ned."
Evanya, and she extends a hand.
Which signature signs away their franchising rights to Murray?
See, like, no, yeah, absolutely. Like, you joke about that, but
Evania's
see,
gonna like.
these contracts were Murray's ideas. Both, there's lots of very, very fine print that like you would actually need a magnifying glass to even be able to read, and like a lawyer to decipher. But there are lots of little clauses about like image, reputation, who owns the rights to their names.
Evania's going to be like walking through a marketplace and like she's just gonna see a toy of herself.
Like penalties for like if you get certain party members like possessions, monetary gems and whatnot stolen, like what happens to you, legal repercussions.
How much of that fucking forest is left by this point in time after the time jump?
Oh, oops. Wait, no, that's right. How much of the forest is left? What?
Yeah, he was making a joke about Murray.
Okay.
Burning down the
Dead
fucking
water.
Yeah, burning down
Yeah.
dead water after the whole loose branch incident.
Well, not just Loose Branch, but the because it was sort of on the outskirts.
Yeah, I know they followed us from there though.
Was it them? Could have been other people.
I think
It
it
could have
was.
been.
I think it was them. That's my
You never know.
assumption.
And Bella, but so Bella sort of hands on her hips, like thinking about, yeah, you did fight that thing up real good. I suppose that counts as your. See, I'm getting into Murray's accent. I need to stop that. I suppose that counts as your audition. And Evania was like extending a hand to shake Ned's after Ned like they did introductions, and Murray or Bella just sort of flies between the two, and like grabs Evania's like the tip of her hand and starts shaking. Welcome to the party.
You pull off his hand, end of session. Ned like looks to the three, and I hate to sound like insecure, but really my appearance doesn't shock the both of you, all of you.
I've seen people more skeletal in the past.
Wow, that's dark as fuck.
To be fair, I'm not sure how I feel about that comment being real or not.
You can see Ned looking down,
But she definitely thinks it.
Murray and Bella just sort of stare. Like Ned has said, "I don't know how you feel seeing someone like me to a like 4-inch, fairy in like.
Well, you have skin and organs.
A 4-inch,
Well, yeah, but-
a 4-inch fairy, a fish person, and an Irish person.
And the redneck from the Black Lagoon.
Wait, which am I?
The skeleton.
You're probably the skeleton.
Oh, I thought it was the Irish one. Okay.
Okay.
So Bella, gets a proper a fresh contract for Nedwin to sign. Has Ivania.
Oh, I thought I
Finish
just said
one,
I
yeah.
already signed mine.
Yeah, but she like retro,
Just sign with bone marrow.
Yes, I'm signing. Well, I'm glad.
and so Bella says, "Okay, right." So, and then flies up, posts, "I'm Bella Goodthorn, captain of this adventuring party. This here's Murray. She's sponsoring this party. She's probably the most experienced among us, but this is my party. It is our sworn duty to protect the weak, slay monsters and the wicked, and adventure, find treasure, raid dungeons, save princesses."
Evanya raises her hand.
And Murray sort of stops Bella. Yes.
What's the pay like?
Bella says, "Pay is the respect and the honor," and Murray says, "Yeah, we'll get paid. Don't worry. It's a job-to-job basis. There's not a steady paycheck, but the more work we do, the more we get paid. Mostly depends on who's hiring."
Proving others I'm not a monster and helping others is fine.
Yep.
I wish to help people.
I wish to help people as well, but you can't do that on an empty stuff.
Don't worry.
Looks back at Bella and Murray, realizing what she was about to say.
Don't worry. I've heard it before.
Ooh. I just. That's something. In any case, Murray says, as Bella says, I'm sponsoring this endeavor, and any starting costs I'll be willing to cover for it. Small, interest return on my investment in this party, but don't worry about that too much. Just, focus on being the best darn adventurers y'all can be. Murray says, putting her hand on Nedwin's and Ivania's shoulders.
I will be doing my best.
In any case, Murray says, clapping her hands together, good work, team. Not as official adventures yet, but just had a big fight, saved some people. Let's dine together. I own a restaurant here in town. Let's. Fuck, I can't think of the word.
Break bread.
It's a dakimasu.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's grub.
Let's adjourn on over there and tuck in.
Let's torble on over.
I really agree with Nikita's assessment that, the torble as a verb, he just pictures as essentially cartwheeling.
I didn't picture it as cartwheeling. I pictured it as kind of like a hands-on-knees roll.
That's good, too.
Let's engage in some socially acceptable vor.
Anyway. Tabletop game.
Alright.
So
Well, Nedwin actually, could vor Bella, and it would, not be a problem. Shit.
No.
He kind of
So,
already did with his eyes.
So, as you exit the alleyway, the guards have started basically they're cleaning up the slime by basically having shovels and turning over the sand to make sure all the slime is underneath the sand.
Wow, it's like Disney World and sawdust and vomit.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Fucking yeah, and the guard is still yelling at the two like gate guards. The captain.
Nice.
But yeah, you make it to your restaurant. You break bread.
What's the name of the restaurant? If there is any.
What is the name of the restaurant?
Oh shit, I had a name. Fuck. Shit. Mama Gill's Grub Bar.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. That is the least fancy name. It could have
No,
had-
it's not a very like fancy place.
Hmm.
It's not super upscale. It's not like downscale either. Like it's higher than it. It's sort of like the economic equivalent to like a box chain. It's obviously it's a local privately. It's not a chain or anything, but it's that economic bracket like of fanciness.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I? Well, this is for everybody. As a skeleton, can I still drink alcohol?
I don't think you can. I think you specifically have a thing saying that you can't.
Yeah, you can't. You do not eat, sleep, or breathe.
Yeah, I know, but I want to drink alcohol.
Well, you don't.
I think you would just sort of spill it into yourself.
Yeah.
Damn it! Ned always has to be the designated driver.
Yeah. So, So, Eric, let me ask you a question. Mask something. What was Damien banned from eating at this restaurant after an incident in which he called Murray a mommy?
What?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
No! Oh.
Oh, that's
Not even
terrible.
by Murray. Like just like I think he was like the town guard. Like
No! Shut the fuck up!
Oh God, that was terrible. I'm sorry, God.
that was terrifying.
I hate you.
Okay, so you're eating at Mommy Murray's kill. All right, no.
Mama Gill's.
Mama Gill's Grub Bar. Or not bar, Grub Hut. There we go.
Mama Gill's Grub Hut.
Yeah.
Does it actually just serve grubs?
No.
Ah, that's
Oh,
good.
That should have been as Eric. Were.
There we are.